Welcome to watch the very first episode of Fiber Forest podcast. My name is Senni and I'm coming to you from Finland. So, as I said, my name is Senni and I live here in Finland with my husband and my 4-year-old son. We live a southern part of Finland in a city called Kotka. And what else? I'm a kindergarten teacher. I have been working almost 9 years now as a kindergarten teacher. So what else I would talk about? Some things I love. I am an animal lover. I always had a dog or some kind of other animal in my house, but unfortunately this spring I had to put my dog down because she suddenly got ill and I have no other choice. So it's the first time that I don't have a dog in my life and it's really weird, but slowly I will get used to it. Maybe in the future I will get another dog, but we'll see what the future holds for me. Right now I have 4 guinea pigs with my mom, and the guinea pigs are living in my mom's house because we are living in an apartment with my husband and my son, so we have no rooms for them. I will insert some pictures here of our guinea pigs and I'm so in love with them. They are so funny. What else? I love plants. I have some greenery right here, some tomatoes, and I started this spring at my parents' house a little garden, and I love to grow things. I will love to see I really enjoy watching how things are growing in there. I learned how to knit when I was about 10 years old. In Finnish schools we learn to knit in schools because it is like traditional thing to do here in Finland, and I have been always knitting and crocheting through my teenage and adulthood years, but a couple of years now I have been doing it more and more and start to make it as a hobby. What else? I love forests. They are my sanctuary. Whenever I feel down or a little bit blue or anything, I will go to walk the forest, and they are places where I can set my mind off and just be breathing the fresh forest air, and especially in the autumn I really like to go there with my parents and with my kid. I love to gather some blueberries, some mushrooms, whatever I can find there. So it's my really dearest thing to do. Well, I don't know what else I will tell you about me right now. Feel free to leave a comments or questions down below and I will answer them in the next video or in the comments. I don't know yet, but I would really love reading some your questions and comments. So I think we can start the knitting part of this video. So first I will show you some finished objects of this past summer. I don't have many, but I think we can start from these here. So I did some solar dyeing this summer, and these are the yarns that I create. I think it was June when a knitting podcast Jana did some solar dyeing, so I got inspired by it and I thought that I will try myself. It was my first time to solar dye and I didn't know what to expect, and but I would give it a go. So it was super easy. Just put some things from the nature in the jar, and I put in also a little bit alum, and then these are the colors I get. I think these are lupins, leaves and flowers. These are quite pale yellows, and I'm not really happy with them. I think I will try to re-dye them in some point with something else. I don't know, I will think about it. And this one is a little bit more yellowy, and these were some summer flowers, like different kinds. I think there was like some dandelions, rose petals, and I don't remember what you call that white flower. I will insert a picture or like write the name down here, but I really like how this turned out. This is more yellowy. I don't know how well the camera catch the color, but and this final one is my favorite one, and it is the more yellow, the most yellow one of the four of them, and it has like this yellowy green in and some dark yellow here. This was like red onion and yellow onion skins only, and I really like how this turned out. Sorry about the scaling, it's a little bit mess. These are all same sock base, which is Lankava's Sulava, which is merino wool sock base. So I bought these from Lankava, and these are wool yarns that are especially for the, what do you call it? Kasvisvärjäys. For the dyeing yarns with the vegetables or any kind of other things. So these are the colors that I create, and I really like to dye more yarns, like I don't know, with the natural stuff from the what I can find from the forest, or I have been thinking maybe start to try to dye yarns with some chemical dyers also, but I don't know. Let's see what if I have time to learn dyeing yarns properly. But these are my solar dyed yarns from this summer. Yes. Then I'm sorry about the noises background. I'm recording at my balcony, and this is only place with enough light, so there is a road nearby, and there will be some noises over there, but hopefully you will hear what I'm saying. So next finished object is this, what I'm wearing. This is the Secret Summer Top by Jessie Maid Designs, and I will show you a little bit closer. This is like these striped ones, a really cropped one, almost a bralette. And this was so fun to make. And the yarns that I have was this white, and the green one was Drops Belle, which is linen and cotton blend. I think there was also a little bit of viscose. And the brown stripe is this Drops Safran, which is 100% cotton. And I don't remember which needle size I have. Maybe 3.5 millimeters. Yeah, 3.5 millimeters needles, and this is the final results. I really like to wear it as a bralette or crop top under with some long sleeves. I don't know if there's anything else to say about it. It's just a basic top. The pattern was easy to read and make, and I think I will do some more of these maybe next summer. The second finished object is this, and this I also make from this Drop Safran. And I had, I think, 3 millimeters needles from this for this, and I really like how this turned out. It's so cute. I wear it by itself or as a layering piece with t-shirt or long-sleeved shirt, and this was fun to make. This is a really easy lace pattern here, and yeah, Suvi Lace top. Then I have another top that I make, but I don't wear it because I struggled a lot with this. So this is Cumulus top by Petit Knit, and this is my first Petit Knit patterns that I made, and I don't know where I went wrong with this, but I read the pattern throughout and I try to figure out the size that I should make with this yarn. This is a BC Garn soft silk yarn. I really love this yarn and this texture, what it makes, and I try to figure out the size that I should make. And because I have a little bit bustier part here and I have a very narrow waist, I struggle to find the right size. And I know the Petit Knit patterns have a lot of positive ease, and I gauge my yarn so that I get the right amount of stitches. And finally I cast on the size medium for this top part, and when I get down to the body, I just make the decreases that you should make with the size medium and started to make the body. When I tried it on, it was quite huge down to armpit, and I don't like it at all, so I have to frog it down to here. This top half was quite nice, that I like. It was covering my boobs and I like it. But I have to frock it, so I frock it down here. And I decreases the stitches to match, I think, extra small or small size. And then I started to make a body. And when I got this finished, I try it on, and it's a little bit much better than the medium size, but still there is a lot of room down here, and I don't like it because my bra shows a little bit too much, and I have to knot the straps because they was also too big for me and falling down. And yeah, this was a lot of struggle, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. I'm sure this is not getting enough wear as it is. I could maybe try to frock it, but this yarn is really hard to frock, and I don't know how much yarn I will have left if I try to frock this, and what I will make out of it. Yeah, so this has been in my closet waiting for me to figure out what I'm going to do it. The pattern is fine, it's easy to read and easy to make, but I think because it was my first petit knit pattern, I didn't know well enough how to choose my size. So maybe in the future I will be a little bit more precise to how to choose the right size for me. So nothing more from this one. Last finished object that I have is this hand towel that I make from Drops Paris. This yellow and mustard yellow, this mustard yellow and white one. And this was basic hand towel that I create one night. I just cast on some stitches, I think 35 stitches, and then I started to make gather stitch throughout and stop when I was happy for the length, and then I did this I-cord for here that I can hang it in the bathroom. Nothing special. I really like how this feels. This is double, two strands of Drops Paris held together, and I really like how this turned out, and I will make some more, and I think I will do some dish towels in my kitchen as well, a little bit smaller ones than this. Then I have some active whips. I don't have all of them here because I thought I would show just the active ones. And let's start the first one, which is here, if you can see it. This is going to be a buff and go wrapper by Spectacle Streak, and I will show you. This I have to make the sleeves and the strap around it, but this is basically going to be like you wrap it round like this, and this is quite cropped one. I really like it, that you can wear it with some dresses and high waist jeans. And I have to do the sleeves. The sleeves are going to be like puffer sleeves, and also there is some I-cord edges that I have to do with it, and then I have to do the long strap for the hem, both sides, that you can wrap it around you. The yarns in the pattern says you make it with 2 strands of mohair, and I have 3 strands of yarn. So I held 3 strands of yarn with drop snort. This is so beautiful, this green color, and this is 45% alpaca, 30% polyamide and 25% wool. And this is 50 grams per 170 meters. So I have this. Then I have this drops kid silk mohair with 2 greens, 75% mohair and 25% kid silk. And this is color 18 and this is color 19. And I really like these 3 together and how it's turning around as a fabric. There is some lighter parts and some darker parts. I really like how lively this is looking. And I was thinking maybe do some long cardigan as well with some of the greens. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, this is a Puff and Go wrapper by Spectacle Streak. Easy pattern to follow and make, and not much to do. The sleeves. I also think when I tried this yesterday that this would make a really good vest also without the sleeves. So maybe I will try to make one. I don't know, maybe. Next project that I have is this. I will give you some time to figure out what this is. Can you guess? I have strangled the yarn here. Can you guess it? Sorry. So this is Foxberry Tee by Sari Nordlund, and I am so in love with this. I have a little bit yoke to do. I think one more this pattern, I think like 10 centimeters, and one of these bubble things to do. But this was so nice to make that this pattern just go it by itself, I think. I haven't done before any of Sari's patterns. I have looked in them and just dreaming about start one of her patterns, but I have been holding myself back because they look so difficult to make and so beautiful that I don't really know if I had the skills to make them. But then one day I just thought of myself, now I will buy one of the patterns. So I buy this Foxberry Tee pattern and I just give it a go. And it was quite easy to make. And I was doubting myself for nothing. And these bubbles, you can make them big or small, and I decided to make these small bubbles. This is quite fast to make, only the bubbles are the time consuming part. But when you get a hang of it, this is when you get hang of it, how the bubbles are done, then I think it's quite easy to make. And I think I will make like a little bit longer sleeves than the pattern says, maybe down here, or maybe as a quarter length. I don't know, I will see when I get the body done. And yeah, the yarn is this beautiful green. You will see that the greens are my favorite colors. And this yarn is by Novita. So Novita is a big yarn and pattern company here in Finland. And this is their Novita Woolly Wood. And this is their new yarn. No, I think this was the new in spring. And this is the Earth collection. And this is 70% of modal and 30% of merino wool. And it is tencel. The model is tencel. This is DK weight yarn, and the color is 358. I think this color was a seasonal color. Novita do like these seasonal colors of their yarn bases, but you can get the yarn base, but not this color anymore, I think. What else? I used 3mm needles for this, and I just love it. Can't wait to get the yoke done and start the body of it. So I have a few projects to show you. The third whip that I have is a crochet project that I started a few weeks ago, and I don't want to show you too much of it because it's going to be a Christmas gift for a family member, but I will show you a little bit. So it is granny squares that I have been making quite a lot of them. I will show. I have this pile of them, and there are some few little ones, and I'm going to make a granny square blanket. Yeah, 160 centimeters wide and 200 centimeters long. Not quite small one, quite big one. And I think I have to make like 130 squares, and I have like 14 made. So if I want to get this done by Christmas, I have to make like one in a day. And I can't imagine the work that I have to put into this when I joining them together. So, but that is from the future. I don't worry it now. I just make the squares, and I have this basket, you can see it, full of different kinds of leftover yarns, mainly in blue, green, little bit purples, grays. That's my color palette. That's my color palette for this blanket. Maybe I will show you the finished blanket after Christmas, when it's done. Hopefully it's done by the Christmas. Then I have 2 socks. First one is this stripy sock that I started also a few weeks ago in ours, my mother-in-law's summer cabin. I wanted to knit something that I don't need a pattern and something easy and relaxing. So I thought I'd bring some leftover yarns and start to make a striped sock. I don't have a pattern for it. I just cast on 64 stitches and started to make a sock out of it. I did first time the heel that you make with German short rows. I have always made the, what do you call the other heel? The basic heel? No, the heel that you learn from the school when you do the, if it's the French style. You knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one, and the purl the other side. Anyway, you know what I mean. But I want to try another heel, and this is the German short row one. And it was easy to make. But this heel doesn't fit as in my foot as good as the regular one that I used to usually make. And this is quite narrow here. So I think with the child socks, I think this German short row sock is quite good. The yarns that I have for this is also drop snoored, like this yellow, this purple one, white and orange one. Nothing much more to say to here. Yeah. Oh, the needles are 2.25 millimeter needles here. And the second sock that I have, I haven't been working with this quite a long, maybe in a month, because this is a Colorwork sock, and I have to have a mindset to do this because I can't be tired or I can't have my son around with me, because this I have to concentrate with this. So this sock is called Adalia sock, and it's from Kaarama yarns for sock's sake sock box that I ordered in April, and there was a needle on with this, but I missed it because I didn't get anything done. And here is so I will show you the sock. I have done the cuff I really like this color work. This is so beautiful. This pattern is by Tiina Hautamäki, I think. I will check. Yeah, Tiina Hautamäki has made the pattern, and all the yarns are strangled. Yeah, and I have done the cuff, the heel, and there it is. Not much more. And the yarns that I have are these two. These are Kaarama yarns BFL sock base, so they are 75% of BFL wool and 25% of nylon. And so the Kaarama yarns, if you don't know them, it's a Finnish yarn dyer here in Finland, and she makes these beautiful colors. Go check them out. I will put a link down below. And yeah, I think I have to get myself to do this, finish them, because I really like to want to wear them, and it's shame that they are in my bag, just waiting for the right time to knit. Otherwise, they will be in my feet. I'm sorry for my English today, because I have struggled the words so much. I have tried to find the words, and yeah, bear with me. I think there is also some rally English, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but that was all my whips that I have currently. So next I have some acquisitions, and if you are not into those, I really thank you for you being here, and I hope I will see you in my next video. I think my next video will be more of my knitting plans for this coming autumn. So I forgot to mention that I also have an Instagram account called Fiber Forest Knits, so feel free to check that out and follow me there also. And yeah, let's get the acquisition part. So I have these two beautiful yarns, and they are Novita Elegia. I saw them in the store, and they were on sale. I think this is also a seasonal yarn, so there are these are not in stores quite long. But when I saw these, I just immediately have an idea what I will make them. I will make a shawl out of them. I don't know if I do like a basic garter stitch triangle shawl or with some lace pattern. I have to maybe make some sample out of it and see how the lace pattern will show from this. And yeah, this is so beautiful. Yeah, this is 58% of cotton and 39% of acrylic and 3% of polyamide. And I don't usually buy any yarns with acrylic on it, and I know there is a lot of conversation about acrylic in yarns, and I don't really usually buy any, but sometimes I have to make an exception, and it was this yarn because yeah, I really like how this is looking, and it is so soft, and I think in shawl this would work even though there is some acrylic on it. But yeah, I think this will be also a Christmas gift, and I have a person in mind who loves these colors. I love them, but I have one other person in my mind. And yeah, oh, this is so beautiful, look at it. Yeah, but that was my only acquisition that I had. All the patterns and the yarns that I mentioned this video, I will put in the description box links to all the patterns, and I really hope you enjoyed this video and you give this a thumbs up, and you will subscribe this video. It would mean world to me, and I hope I will see you next time when I post a podcast or something else. I don't know. Yeah, hope you like it. I will see you next time. Bye!